Computer hardware. Learning objectives. To learn about input devices, output devices, components inside the CPU box. A computer system is made up of many components or parts. Each component performs a special task. All the components work together to operate a computer system. There are some components such as keyboard, mouse and monitor which we can see because they are present outside the computer system. Some components cannot be seen as they are present inside the computer. Also, there are other components that can be seen partly from outside. In this chapter, we will learn about various hardware components that make up a computer system. Hardware components of a computer system. Various hardware components that make up a computer system can be broadly divided into three categories: input devices, output devices, components inside the CPU box. Let us discuss these hardware components in detail. Input devices. Data and instructions must be entered into a computer system in order to carry out various tasks. The data entry tasks are carried out by the input devices. We already know that keyboard, mouse and scanner are the input devices. Let us learn about some other input devices. Joystick. A joystick is an input device which is used to change the position of the cursor or any other object on the screen. Joysticks are popularly used for playing video games. Light pen. A light pen is also an input device shaped like a pen. A light pen is connected to the VDU, Visual Display Unit. It allows the user to draw or point to objects on the computer screen or the monitor. Microphone. A microphone is used to input sound into a computer. It helps in recording your voice or other sounds. Graphic tablet. A graphic tablet is an input device used to draw images and pictures on the computer screen in a similar way as you draw pictures with a pencil on paper. A graphic tablet consists of a flat surface on which a user can draw using a pen-like drawing device called stylus. Graphic tablets are of great use for capturing the handwritten signatures of people. Barcode reader. A barcode reader is a device used to read barcodes. A barcode is a pattern printed in lines of different thickness that can be seen on many products. A barcode reader interprets these lines to input the information of a product into the computer system. Barcodes are widely used in supermarkets for recording the sale of items quickly. Touch screen. A touch screen is a touch-sensitive computer display screen that can also act as an input device. It can identify the presence and position of a touch inside the display region. Touch screens are easy to use and are often found in public places such as ATMs, ticket collection terminals and airports. MICR. MICR stands for Magnetic Ink Character Recognition. It is a special type of device used for processing checks in banks. The number codes at the bottom of the checks are written using a special ink called magnetic ink. MICRs are used to read these characters. Digital camera. A digital camera can be used to capture images. Some can record videos also. Pictures taken using a digital camera are stored on the memory card and can be transferred to a computer by connecting the digital camera to the computer. Web camera. A web camera records video that can be saved, viewed or sent on to other people using the internet. It is used at the time of video chatting. Many laptops come with an inbuilt web camera. Biometric devices. The term biometric is derived from the Greek words bio meaning life and metric meaning to measure. These days, many biometric devices are available that can scan and detect a person's fingerprints, face, iris, and so on. These devices are used for identification and access control. They help in enhancing the security as compared to the system of login IDs and passwords. Output devices. An output device produces the output in user-readable form. We have already learnt about two output devices, monitor and speakers. Let us learn about some other output devices. Printer. A printer is a device used to print text and pictures that we see on a monitor onto papers or other medium, such as transparencies. The output of the printer in a permanent readable form is known as hard copy. Printers vary in size, speed, cost, and quality of printing. They can be classified into two broad categories: impact and non-impact printers. Impact printers. Printers that make a mark on paper by striking a print head or a needle on the ink ribbon are called impact printers. These printers are slow, noisy, and are not used for high-quality printing. Dot matrix printer is an example of an impact printer. Non-impact printers. Non-impact printers do not strike the print head against the ink ribbon and hence generate less noise. These printers are faster than impact printers. Two common types of non-impact printers are laser and inkjet printers, Figure 1.14a and Figure 1.14b. Plotter. A plotter is a special type of printer used for producing high-quality graphs or diagrams. Plotters are used by engineers, architects, and map makers to print plans of building, diagrams of machines, or large-scale maps. Components inside a CPU box. Various hardware components such as motherboard, processor or CPU, memory chips, RAM and ROM, hard disk drive, and SMPS are present inside the CPU box. Let us discuss some of these components in detail. SMPS. SMPS stands for Switched Mode Power Supply. SMPS converts the incoming electricity into proper voltage and supplies it to other parts inside the CPU box. Motherboard. The motherboard is the main board that holds many of the crucial components of a computer system. It allows all the parts to receive power and communicate with one another. The motherboard holds the processor, memory chips, and several cards such as sound card and video card. The sound card lets the computer play sounds and music. The video card allows the computer to display videos, graphics, and animations. Processor or CPU. The processor or the CPU is the brain of the computer system. It is present on the motherboard. The CPU processes the data and instructions provided through the input devices. It then passes on the results of processing to the output devices. Memory chips. Memory chips are one of the important components of computer hardware. The two types of memory chips present on the motherboard are RAM and ROM. RAM stands for Random Access Memory. RAM is placed in the form of a chip on the motherboard. It is a read-write memory. Information can be written onto and read from RAM. When a computer starts, it loads the operating system into RAM. While you're working on any program, you are actually working on the program loaded in the RAM. However, RAM is a volatile memory. It retains the stored information as long as the power is switched on. When the power supply is switched off, the information in the RAM is lost. The amount of RAM installed in a computer affects the number and size of programs that a computer can run simultaneously. ROM. ROM stands for read-only memory. It is also a memory chip on which data is pre-recorded. Once data has been written onto a ROM chip, it cannot be removed and can only be read. ROM is a non-volatile memory. It retains the contents even when the power is switched off. ROM is used for storing a special software called BIOS, Basic Input-Output System. The BIOS helps to load the operating system when a computer system is switched on. Ports. Ports are the inlets present on the CPU box that let you plug various devices such as mouse, keyboard or printer to the computer system. These days, most of the devices are connected to the computer through USB, Universal Serial Bus ports. Disk drives. The disk drives in a computer are devices that let you store and retrieve data and applications on the storage devices such as hard disk, CD, and DVD. A hard disk is the main storage device found inside a computer that can store a large amount of data. All the work done on a computer can be stored on the hard disk. CDs are circular in shape and can store a lot of data. A DVD looks like a CD but is capable of storing 6 items more than a CD. CDs and DVDs can be easily carried around to move data from one computer to another. CD and DVD drives are used to read and write information on a CD or a DVD respectively.